That's God hitting the start button. I mean, let's go. So, I'm about to go out for birthday dinner. Do you understand? I could give a shit less about a birthday. I'm 45 years old. All right? The days of celebrating a birthday is ridiculous to me. But for some reason, this one, I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, I want to be the exalted one. Like, for some reason, my self-esteem never let me really enjoy the birthday. Like, somebody pulls out a birthday cake, I turn red. Thank you, uncomfortable. Yeah. Now I'm like, yeah, baby, hit me in the face with the cake. I'm in. My day. I'm so sick and tired of it being everybody else's day. My day. In the afternoon, I grab my son. We're getting haircuts. Yeah. So so I can clean myself up. I don't have to look like a bumpy when I go out. We go down to the haircut parlor. I go down with the Spanish guys now. Okay? I submit. We went down. This one Spanish guy gave my son a great haircut. I said, you know what? Give me a little bit of that. I love it. My son's got the most beautiful head of hair you've ever seen. I'm not saying that because he's my son. It's just that mine's so horrendous. I can't believe it when I see it. It's like this hair growing out of the back. He's got like 3 cowlicks going. It's like, how is that even possible? You gotta appreciate the youth. You understand? The skin on this boy is... Sometimes I look at his profile, and it's like you just want to give him kisses. Come here, son. It's like your little skin is perfect. You give him one of these in the hair. Remember how people used to grab you when you were a kid? Grab you on the butt, grab you by the dick? Everybody's grabbing you when you're a kid. They can't believe it. They can't believe how, like sensational the human body can be. And then you get old and nobody wants to touch you anymore. You got big, exploded veins on your nutsack. I don't know. What are you going to do? You got hairs coming up, disgusting hairs growing out of every hole. This is like, I don't know. Wrinkles everywhere. I mean, you just turn into you go to something so pure, so innocent, to something so vile and disgusting. So I go to the haircutter place, and I love how I'm trying to explain to the Spanish guy that doesn't speak English, I'd like a haircut like he has. Can you give me a haircut like this 4-year-old boy? So I walk in, they're like, we're jam-packed. It's a Saturday. Here I am going to get a haircut at 3 in the afternoon here on a Saturday. Yeah, good luck. Everybody and his mother, especially Spanish guys, young Spanish guys are going out to the club. You understand when I go to this haircut parlor? There's like 5 lowriders out in the parking lot. Yeah, not lowriders like West Coast California. We're talking about Infiniti dropped, Acura dropped to the ground. I don't know how to even make it out of the parking lot. I'm smashing my license plate trying to get into the fucking parking lot. I don't know how they got in the parking lot. What are these cars, hover? Anyhow, I go in there. He's like, oh, Poppy, I'm sorry, you need an appointment. I'm like, appointment? What? All of a sudden, you guys are running an organized operation here. Every time I come here, I sit in line waiting. Now I need an appointment? They're jam-packed. So now I'm in a panic. I wind up driving down to Wellwood Avenue. This place, I don't know what this place is. I walk in. This is how I knew I should have turned around and walked out. There was a fat kid cutting hair. There was a fat, bald, redhead kid that was like 18, not even 17 years old, cutting hair. He was bald with red hair. Understand? It was like thinning. It's like, where is your Mountain Dew and your landline computer? This is the kind of kid this was. The guy that owns the shop, he looks like he does, like, I don't know, Civil War simulations. All right. He's got like the barbell mustache. He's like 50 something years old. He's got like the barbell mustache. He's Mr. Barber. Do you understand? I don't like anybody that takes barbering that serious. He's got a leather, he's got like a leather apron on with like the straight razors lined up over here like vintage straight razors. All right. The Barbasol slinging on both like 6 shooters on his side. Do you understand who I'm dealing with here? I'm like, oh, great. And then I got a guy who's like huddled in the corner. And I look at this guy and he's pale as a ghost. And there's like sweat coming off his head. And the guy's like, hey, Jimmy, this one's yours. And I'm like, Jimmy, what? Jimmy, what? And the redhead guy's like, I'll take your son. And I'm like, I take my son, I put him up on the booster seat. I said, good luck, kid, you're on your own. I said, just make sure he gets out of this chair alive, pal. I see this guy come out with a pair of scissors and like cross eyes. Anyhow. This Jim starts cutting my hair. He's like this the whole time. He's like, and as he's cutting my hair, he says, oh, I feel like shit, bro. I'm like, oh, that's great. We're in the middle of a COVID epidemic. I feel like shit. And then the owner goes, hey, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, he goes, no sleep. You know, it's just a bunch of no sleep. And every 2 seconds, he's like this. Like, you could tell he's really sick. You ever get that vibe from somebody? I don't know what it is. When you get really sick, like a lot of things happen. Your face turns horrible. It was like horrible pale. And your breath starts to stink. It's like nature's warning, like, stay away! Stay away! And he's yanking off my mask to cut my hair. He gives me a haircut like nobody's home upstairs. Do you understand? This guy's sick as a dog. There's nobody home. And he's giving me this haircut. He cuts me right here. He goes, I have a beard with a mustache. He starts cutting my sideburns. I said, I'm going to keep the sideburns. He goes, oh shit, sorry, bro. That's great. That's great. I get mutilated. I'm like, whatever, let's just get this over with. Anyhow, I go to grab my son. The guy cut like my son's hair off. I told him, cut the sides down, leave the top long. You know, we like to give him a little zippity doo-dah in the hair. Don't you get it? He gave him like a crew cut. I'm looking at my son. Dada. Like, he's looking at, like, what do you think of my hair? I'm like, looks great. I'm not worried about him. My wife is going to kill me. I can't walk through the door like this. It's one thing if I get a fucked up haircut, but if I give my son a fucked up haircut, I'll never hear the end of it. Oh my God. We get home. Now my wife's taking a nap from work. All right. I love it. She wakes up. We're late. I'm like, no, you're late. What do you mean we're late? Anyhow, it's a mad rush now to get dressed. I got to press the pants. I'm getting dressed up tonight. You understand? I got a pair of like blue slacks. I got a white shirt. You understand? I'm going to let the pink and red acne and chest hair hang out tonight. Yeah. That's all I want is a tan chest. Can I get like a sticker of a tan chest? Like, I try to wear a dress shirt. I don't want to wear a t-shirt underneath it, you know, that everybody can see. Don't you love these guys? They wear the tank top under the white shirt, and you can see, like, their slob body. Oh, like, oh, he's wearing a tank top. He's a fucking slob. Anyhow. I go to, I'm going to be Joe Cool. I go to unbutton a button, and I got, like, red hair, like, little fine, like, red chest hair. I mean, at least if it stuck out like a porcupine, I'd be like, you know, fuck yeah. But I got these little curly, like, wimpy orange hairs coming out of, like, pimple chest. What? I just button it up. Like I'm one of the Mongols on the West Coast. Like I'm from East LA. I got my shirt buttoned to the top. Anyhow. So I get all dressed up. I got my wingtip shoes on. I mean, I'm looking like I feel like Richard Dawson. For some reason, when I get dressed up like that, I'm pouring a Jack and Coke. My wife's like, "You're drinking already?" Like, I made it to my 45th birthday without hacking you to pieces. This is a celebration. I'm pre-gaming. Oh, I love pre-gaming. What do I put on? My pre-game song is, believe it or not, it's Eminence. I never say it right. Eminence Front. The Who. That's my pre-game song. I mean, this is like it's not a Chevy pickup truck commercial. Thank you for ruining that song for me now. Chevy pickup truck. Sunshine, keep me higher. Doot. Boom, bam. I don't even know what he's saying. Yeah. But what a song for pre-gaming. And ironically, the lyrics are about phony people when you go out to parties. Isn't it? Yeah. So I'm slamming the Jack and Cokes. Then I go from Eminence Front to right to Achilles' Last Stand. I'm sorry, I can't get away from this song. It is Led Zeppelin's masterpiece. It's perfect. The song is perfect. I listen to it from beginning to end, then back to beginning. I could just loop it over and over and over and just marvel at how amazing the song is. When the very last drum kill of the song, not drum fill, drum kill, the exit out, John Bonham, you just say, this is a working class drummer, okay, that just poured his fucking soul into this song. And when it's over, you feel it's like, period, done. You're like, whoa. And it starts off at that. It's haunting. And then it goes into this thing. And then listen, Robert Plant's chorus and this puts you in such a zone. So now I'm like I said, I'm Richard Dawson. I got a drink. My music's on. I'm looking around. I'm passing the mirror every 5 seconds, blowing kisses. I mean, this type of thing. I'm in. Then my wife says, "You're going to wear that?" And I'm like, what are you talking about? I look like $1 million. She goes, "Why don't you wear black? I like when you wear black." So I'm like, "Oh, yeah? I got black slacks, black shirt. What are we going to do? We're going to do like a Johnny Cash thing here?" I'm in. I got the hair slicked. I get the iron back out again. I hit the black slacks with the lint brush, put it on, zip, zang, zoing, everything. I'm all black now. You understand? I'm in. So here we go. drop off my son. We head over to the place, to the restaurant. We get picked up by a sister who, happens to drive a Mercedes-Benz. What kind of... Is there something in this family I don't know about? Can I get in on the family business? We're driving my Nissan Altima, which my wife's Nissan Altima, that I just changed the radiator on. And now I look at the temperature gauge every 5 minutes just to see if the job that I did isn't going to explode on us. And a flat, a very slow leak. Why do every car I drive, every front tire has a slow leak? Anyhow, the tire is damn near flat. Every time we make a turn, you hear the tire like wrenching. Anyhow, we drive to his sister's house. We hop in the old Mercedes. I mean, the back seat of the Mercedes is like, I don't know, it's like being in a department store. Chrome, stainless steel, like things holding up the wood grain. This type. I'm like, hey, the smell of leather. I'm in. I'm feeling good. I'm all dressed up. We go out to the steakhouse. Now the whole goddamn family's here now, right? We sit down at a table. We're seated. Reservations were right on time. I said, it's go time. This is one of the premier steakhouses. You know what I love? We're all sitting there. And up comes the waiter. And he's like Alfred from Batman. Where did they get these guys? He's like a 70-year-old guy, white hair. Good evening. He comes up, good evening. I'm like, hey, guy, we're on Long Island. All right, knock it off. What are they paying you here that they can get an old guy out of his grave to work here? And stop with the accent and like... What? Who, you Count Dracula's butler? On tonight, the entree tonight, and he's speaking like this. I'm like, guy, who are you lying to? All right, you probably live in the fucking trailer park down the road. All right, you probably got a skid mark in your underwear from like your thigh up to your lower back. I'm sick and tired of the act, pal. What do you got? A habit somewhere? You poking a needle in your arm somewhere? In the coat closet? Because if I'm 70 years old with a full head of white hair, I'm certainly not going to be a fucking waiter. So all I could do is look at this guy, and I'm fascinated by like what his story is, because I could smell the bullshit from a mile away. All right, this is like going down Main Street in Walt Disney. You ever go down Main Street and you go to Disney World, and you go into the bakery. They got the Disney bakery, and you see the baker in there with the icing bag, and he's making perfect little flowers on top of these little butter cookies. And it's his job to just sit there and do that all day, and his fucking back's killing him. But he's got this big smile on his face, because if he doesn't smile, they probably catch him on camera, and then he gets like a demerit or a write-up. He's like this, and he's got like a $5,000 a day coke habit. I can't, the bullshit, it kills me. It kills me. Anyway, here we go. Can I get you something to drink? Here goes my sister-in-law with the fucking wine. Do you have a wine list? All of a sudden, she turns it, she turns it to, Vivi. From Gilligan's Island. What was his name? The old fucking broad? Fufu. What was the name? I'd like to see the wine list. I'm like, oh, here we go. The guy comes out with the wine list. Now, she doesn't even know what she's looking at. She's like, oh, I'd like a nice red. Like, what the fuck does that mean? A nice red. The guy's like, I could see the guy's eyes rolling in his head. He's like, all right, we got one of these. We got one of these fucking Long Island bombies here. A nice red? Okay. What's your price range? And then she looks at him like she's all insulted. Well, what do you have in the $40 to $50 range? $40, $50. Bottle of wine. What are you talking? You got a bottle of Pinot Grigio around here so we get the party started. If it's good enough for Molly Crew, it's good enough for me. I love this women with the fancy wines. Now it's 3 hours to get a glass of wine. Okay, and then the guy disappears, comes back with a sample wine. Okay, what does my sister-in-law do? She drinks it, she puts it on the table, and she knocks it over and spills it on herself. I'm like, oh. No, I'm not lying about it. Spills it all over herself. Where did she spill it? Right on her crotch. Now she's up with the... I swear to God. She's up with... She stands up and she takes the nice, white cloth that they give you, and she's basically doing this. I wish this was longer. I'm like, whoa. All right, that's great. We're in Long Island's premier steakhouse, and you're masturbating with a napkin now. Oh, so embarrassing. Now everybody's arguing over the wine. I'm just like, the guy looks at me. It was like I had like spider sense. The guy looks at me. He's like, what could I get you, sir? Jack and Coke. I saw his eyes light up because he looked at me. I looked at him and he said, oh my God, a human being. I'll be right back. The guy comes out. Glass like this. Ice. Jack. Halfway up the tube. He comes over with the Mexican Coca-Cola. I'm like, you're talking my language, buddy. Glug, 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 glug. And I was like, I'm tuning out, everybody. Enjoy the wine list. I'm like, hey, Alfred, you gave me an empty one. He's right back again. Cokes, new Coke. He fills it up halfway, the bottle halfway with the Mexican Coke. And then he leaves it on the table. He comes back with a fresh Mexican Coke. I'm like, I can kiss this guy on the lips. This is what we're talking about here. Then all of a sudden, maybe I'm getting a little loud. Okay? We're talking about something. I don't know. I might have said something about Jews really loud. My brother-in-law is Jewish. I think I said some joke about Jews too loud. My wife's looking at me. I love it. I love it when I'm looking at my wife and I feel like I'm underwater and she's talking to me like I'm in the tank at like SeaWorld, and she's got a disappointed look in her face and she's talking to me, but all I hear is like her talking to like really thick glass. And I'm like, what? You're being too loud. You're being too loud. I'm like, what? Shut up. What's going on? I'm sorry, when I drink, I get loud. So now that the menus come out. Oh, by the way, now we've got to look at menus on our phones. There's no menu system here. I'm like, what is this? What is this? I already know what I want. All right, you're bringing me a goddamn ribeye. A ribeye. That's it. This is what we're talking about here. I want ribeye, I want asparagus, and I want mashed potatoes. That's it. Very simple. I don't need to look at your crummy menu. I'm at a steakhouse. Why would you have anything else? Why are there 3 people ordering fish at a Premier Steakhouse? I even said it. I was so drunk. I was like, why are you ordering fish? Why are you ordering? And my sister's my sister. My wife's giving me the death look. I'm like, why are you ordering fish? And here's the coup de grace. See, me and a Jewish guy get it. We order our steaks. And my wife, can I get, what is she ordering? A New York strip steak. It's 20 ounces. Can I get that any smaller? I'm like, just eat it. Eat what, she can't get the concept. Eat what you want to eat, and we'll take the rest home. Yeah, in a doggy bag. I got to walk out of this place with a doggy bag in my hand. Thank you, honey. But I don't care. She can't get through the concept through her head. She's trying to order something small and small. I said, order what you want. How often we go out to a nice steakhouse? How often? Twice a year? Not even? Order what you want. We'll take the rest home. I got to say doggy bag to her just to convince her to do that. Oh, no, that steak's too big. That steak's too big. Just order the fucking steak. It's so complicated. Do you understand? And everybody is asking for their steak well done. I'm like, well done! You go to some of these steakhouses, they won't even cook your steak well done. They tell you to get the fuck out! Get out! Like you could get arrested or thrown out for doing this. I tell the guy, my ribeye, medium. Medium, buddy. He looks at me, he's looking at me like, he's giving me the nod, like I get it. I said, ribeye. I didn't even look at I said, ribeye, medium, asparagus, mashed potatoes. If you don't have that, I'm walking out. So what's it going to be, pal? And he gives me the old, very well. Everybody's getting the fish well done. The fish well done. Steaks well done. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. Anyhow. The food was great. What do you want from me? I mean, that's basically it. Callahan here. Oh yeah. And then cheesecake afterwards. They gave me a block of cheesecake. I love it. For your birthday, he says. For your birthday, free dessert. What would you like? I said, oh, cheesecake. I said, why wouldn't everybody just lie and say it's their birthday? If you go with a party of people, automatically it should be somebody's birthday. You get free dessert. They weren't checking IDs. Oh my God, this cheesecake? Ashka mara minke. Ay. And that's just it. I let the prostate flop right into my underwear. Oh yeah. You kidding me? My prostate was like the inner tube from a monster truck tire. It was just flopping around down there. I said, Jesus Christ. Can we get some blood into this thing? I felt like, do you got a defibrillator around here I could stick on this prostate to get the blood flowing in it again? I mean, Callahan. All right. Reporting for duty. Just like that, we're scanning for crimes. Yeah. Then we went home. I was hammered. Put my son to sleep. Hop into the living room. Turn on. I got news for you. There was no sex going on. All right? I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. I think it's just an important thing to say. You eat a meal like that, and I mean, it's past my bedtime already. You know, you think it's your birthday, there's going to be some sex. There's no sex going on. I mean, what are we talking about here? Oh, no. I put on Amazon Prime, okay? Number one, I'm trying to get my wife to watch The Honeymooners. Okay? Do you understand? I'm trying to explain to her, The Honeymooners, it's like, you know, the husband's an idiot and the wife's like smarter than him and bosses him around. It's like all marriage! She can't get over the fact that it's black and white. I turn on an episode of The Honeymooners. Remember the episode where he's counting the jelly beans? He sees the jelly beans in a department store window in a vase. And it's $100 prize if you guess how many jelly beans. So he buys the same vase and he fills it with jelly beans. And he's sitting there counting them because he's going to figure out exactly how many jelly beans are inside the vase. And then Norton comes in, and while he turns his back, Norton's eating the jelly bean. Oh my God! So it's like, we'll watch The Honeymooners. That wasn't happening. So we wound up watching The Joker. The Joker was on Amazon Prime. This is fantastic. I've been waiting to see this movie. The Joker is a great movie. And how come nobody can tell you that? I didn't hear one, nobody said that there's a fantastic movie. My only problem is with the end of the movie. Spoiler alert, by the way. When he went on the talk show, and he went on the talk show and he started bitching. Stop your bitching. You're the Joker. There goes Rita. What he should have done, and this is what would have made the movie fantastic. He should have came on the talk show and he should have been the Joker. You're waiting for that moment because you never really got the idea that the Joker's supposed to be a genius. Am I wrong? I could be very wrong about that. But in my mind, I thought the Joker was a genius. So he should have because he was going through this transformation throughout the movie. And finally, he's embraced himself as the Joker. He should have went on and should have been, and he was off his medication. So that sobering of him and then that transformation in his mind that he's the Joker. And he should have went on the Late Show and did some really dark comedy. Been really funny and did some really edgy comedy that the talk show host wouldn't have approved of. And the audience maybe would have turned on him, but it would have been super funny to just a handful of people. And then you pull out the gun and blow the guy's brains out. Justifiably so, for bringing you on the show to make you look like an asshole. And then we would have been like, wow, we got ourselves a Joker. And then I'm all confused. I thought the Joker killed Bruce Wayne's parents. But apparently he didn't. Joe Chill did. I had to read that afterwards. Now after the movie, I'm researching the Joker. What? Huh? What? Roll the theme song, please. Plug it in here. Come on.
When it tears you apart, your heart and soul just can't go on. Love's alive,
This is Lethal Weapon?
when it's gone, it's free to see how then love.
Oh, shut up! Shut up your mouth! My Christ, what they put out in the 80s. Give me a break. Guys, I don't know what kind of show we have for you today. We got 2 boxes here. 2 boxes will determine the outcome of the show. That's simple. You know something? I got a pack of smokes over here, okay? We got a pack of smokes for my birthday. All right? I told myself I was going to have a cigarette or 2 on my birthday. Then I'm going to run the pack underwater and throw it in the trash. Because I'm not a smoker. But lo and behold, I forgot to destroy the pack of smokes. I mean, what are you going to do? So here we go. We got a package here. This is like Amazon Prime. What the hell is this? Look at this. Look at this. It's a satchel. A gift for you. What? Hold on, we got an envelope in here. For Christ's sake. Okay, I don't want to look at that. Bithead 1000. I wanted to send you a little something to show my appreciation for creating the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. Enjoy the Baba from Joseph, aka Zode Rider. Zode Rider. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see what we got here. Isn't that nice? Wow, Joseph. Oh, for Christ's sake. Okay, I just wanted to pull the string and then the whole thing unravels. Can that ever happen once? All right. What is this? A funhouse bag? Practical joke bag? For Christ's sake. There we go. What is this? He'll blow your mind. He's right out of your skull. Fist of the North Star, the movie. Huh. In the near future, Earth has been devastated by nuclear hell. I can't wait. I'm going to tell you something. This might sound a little morbid, okay? But I would love to see nuclear war. I'm sorry. No, I don't want the thing that hit me right in the head. But, maybe go off over there. Just to see what happens. I mean, I think it's in every man to want to see, like, how you can survive. It's like I always wanted to see two planes crash into each other, and fall, like, right in front of my feet. You remember how you were a kid and you saw two planes? They were, like, at different they're going to crash! They're going to crash! They never did. And you say, and then you, like me and Rex, would be like, we'd love to see the planes crash. We don't want to see anybody get hurt, of course. Everybody would come down parachuting safely to the earth. But we want to see the planes crash. If I was a billionaire, I'd get two remote control 747s and just crash them into each other and have them fall like maybe a couple feet away. No? All right. Maybe one of those big titanium GE engines just crashes like right in front of my feet. It augers into the earth as it goes by. What? Oh, we're getting better at the cigarette ash, by the way. Wow. Okay. Maybe I'll watch this with my son. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Wow, this is, look at this. It's like a birthday gift. How did you even know? I don't know. Hold on, you ready for come on! I was just about to do bowling alley simulator. Here you go. What do you want, sweetheart? Utica Club? Let me get you a Utica Club. This is basically a hangover. It's a headache in a glass. Hold on. The head goes all over the bar. She doesn't even wipe it. There's head all over the bar. Here we go. And another one here. Shipped to Bithead 1000. Where's it coming from? WA. Washington? Washington. Whoa. Oh, I know what I'm watching with my wife tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, look at, is there a note, please? Okay, we got a note here. Dear Bithead, hello again. I'm going to keep this note short. I'm going to keep this note short. Saw these at my work. Thought to myself, I bet Bithead would enjoy these. Keep up the awesome stuff and stay safe. Best wishes. P.S. You are a beast with making those jackets. Good sir. Oh, thank you, Kiefer. Thank you. Okay. The jackets, yes, it's probably the biggest failure of this entire program. Yeah, I know. They get no views, but for some reason I feel compelled to do them, and I'm not going to stop. I love them. Nobody else does, but, hey, that's great, too. It's always, beneficial to basically run on a treadmill full speed, not going anywhere in life. All right, here we are. Guys, look at this. Porky's The Ultimate Collection. Porky's 1, Porky's 2, Porky's Revenge. Oh! But all that's in here is Porky's 1, and I think that's the only one that we really need. Do you guys remember watching Porky's? When I don't know if you were a kid and you saw Porky's, it was like you were watching something that you shouldn't be watching. This was like beyond rated R. Wasn't it though? It's one of the most classic movies every young man should watch. Oh my God, what do we got here? Oh, Woodstock. Oh yeah, Woodstock director's cut. Oh, I'm so happy to have this. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. What, do they fit it all onto one DVD? Look at the technology we got these days. Oh my God. I'm sorry. My favorite part of Woodstock is watching Canned Heat. Go watch it right now. Turn this nonsense off and go watch Canned Heat do the Woodstock Boogie. Is that what it's called? And you watch the young man in the beginning who's like, I don't know, he's in fucking planet Jupiter. He's so high. And he's just sitting there with a slide guitar. And he's like in a different world. And he's in front of this whole crowd. And he's like just dicking around with his slide guitar. And like, this is a moment in this person's life. I mean, you can't even believe it. You can't even believe it. And like the sun's going down. Oh. And the bass guitarist is like rolling on something. Like everybody's rolling on something. Woodstock. I try to explain to my wife, like, she doesn't get it. I try to explain to her how important this event. She doesn't get it. Oh, look at this. Man, Spy versus Spy. Is this a compilation of Spy versus Spy? Oh, it is. Look at this, guys. Come on. There were two things that I look forward to with Mad Magazine. And that was Don Martin and Spy versus Spy. Remember the Spy versus Spy when they're both building a tower, like a defense tower? And they're building it out of bricks. And the one spy's got the plumb line set. And the other spy goes underground with a magnet. And he's moving the plumb line back and forth. And the other spy's tower's going like this. And then it just collapses on him. Woo! Oh, yeah. And one of my fondest memories is playing Spy versus Spy on the Commodore 64. Right. Remember how you used to go in and put a bomb inside of the drawer? and then you would see your friend go in and open the drawer and explode, and then they'd disappear like an angel. I think I know what we're doing today. Oh yeah, here's Porky's 2, Porky's Revenge. Whoa! They're in there. They're in there. The Ultimate Porky's Collection. Oh, it's complete. Now my life is complete. Yeah. What is this? The Rolling Stones Bridges to Babylon tour. I was just, they were playing on the radio the other day. The Rolling Stones did a live show. They were doing Brown Sugar. I couldn't even decipher that it was Brown Sugar. Okay? I think Charlie Watts is the only one that still, like, still realizes that he's on planet Earth at this point. You got to hear Mick Jagger. He sounds awful. I know, I love him to death, but he sounds awful. Now, he can't get his breath, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You got to take it with a grain of salt. What do you expect this guy to do? He's running around on stage. He's trying to sing into a microphone. He's shot. He's shot. It would be like Arnold going out and doing Mr. Olympia right now. I mean, what do you expect from the guy? Oh my God. Santana. Sacred Fire. Live in Mexico. To me, the definitive Santana video, and again, leave now. Santana Soul Sacrifice, Tanglewood. Just type that in. Soul Sacrifice, Tanglewood. And watch Santana's brother on the maracas. He's coked out of his mind. I don't care what you say. He's coked out of his mind, and he's playing the maracas, and you know Santana's looking at this guy like, what? It's like his brother. He's got to give him a gig, right? Here you go. You're a fuck up in life. Take the maracas and go out on stage. And his brothers all over the place on stage with the maracas, like, look at me, it's pure narcissism. Yeah, never mind my brother, I'm on the maracas. But they are. Is it Soul Sacrifice? Is that the name of the song? Soul Sacrifice? I think so. You got to see it. It's hilarious. I watched this, and it's a great song. And I got news for you. The song is ruined by the drummer's drum solo. He comes in too fast. They're keeping this conga beat. And the whole crowd is clapping. And the crowd is like the only crowd in the history of rock and roll that's in time. The crowd is clapping. Everybody's going. Santana's brother is on the maracas, like going bananas. Like this, they got a rhythm going. And then they go to the white guy playing drums, and he totally brings up the tempo, and he goes into a drum solo. It's a good drum solo, don't get me wrong. But the tempo's way too fast. And he kind of like, to me, that's where I shut it off. I said we had something good going here. We had a groove going. It just should have played like that for hours. Here we go. Oh, more Spy versus Spy. Black and White Ops. Let's see what we got here. Let's walk you through a Spy versus Spy. Can we do that? You got a short one here? All right. Here we go. Sitting on a park bench, eyeing little girls with their panties on. Aqualung. I know. He's reading the newspaper. This guy comes walking up. They sit on the park bench together. He puts down dynamite, a knife, a cigar. I don't have time for this! We're almost an hour in! Oh my God, look at this. Yeah. Andrew Dice Clay, no apologies. Look at it. The greatest was when Andrew Dice Clay would come out with workout gear on. What was the one special where he had like the cutoff shirt? It said Dice Muscle on it. I think he was at Westbury, right here in New York. You ever see that video? No? All right. I'm going to tell you something right now. The greatest comedy special ever is The Day That Laughter Died. Yeah. Andrew Dice Clay. Double CD. Remember that one? It's basically Andrew Dice Clay going on stage with no plan whatsoever and just aggravating everybody in the audience. To me, it's the greatest comedy CD special ever made. And it's fucking hilarious. And then people are getting up and telling him he's disgusting. And as they're walking out, I remember he says to one lady, he's like, "Where you going, honey? You gonna go take a dump?" And she's like, "I think you're disgusting," and whatnot. And it's great. He talks about one guy in the crowd like he's molesting his daughter or something. It doesn't get any better. And not only that, the CD, like the cover, is done very artsy. Like it's black and white photos of him in like one of those hats, cigarette hanging out of the mouth. It's done real artsy. Like this is serious. It's genius. It's genius. There'll never be a better comedy album. So there you go. Anyhow, wow, Kiefer. Wow, amazing, amazing stuff. So in the spirit of Spy vs. Spy, let's play a little Spy vs. Spy on the old NES, shall we? Picture time! All we need is the controller. Yeah. Of course, you know by now
Blood specialist.
that we're piped into the Sansui 1010. See that? The fan is working as it should. Conducting wind tunnel tests over here. All right. Let's get started. Here we go. Spy versus Spy. I'm not going to lie to you. This game always shined as a two-player game. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Spy versus Spy, USA. What are we dealing with here? Kemco, 1988. Going way back. Chemco brought us Airbuster. Yes. All right, we're good. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Training. Training? Versus computer. I don't need any training, okay? I've been at this since 1988. What do I got here? Oh, I got a bomb. I got a bomb. When I open the door. Oh, put the bomb in the drawer. Yeah, baby. Oh, I got a knife. Oh, we're having a knife fight. Yeah, baby, get out of here, bitch. Okay, I got the briefcase. Now we gotta find the door with the airplane. The hell was that? Guys, you remember that music? Ah! Out of here! Okay. Alright, we gotta... Oh! Look, I feel like we should be playing Michael Jackson's Beat It. Alright, we got a sack. Can I tell you right now, I completely forgot how to play this game? I got the briefcase. We have a knife fight. Okay. Alright, I have the briefcase. What's the problem here? The key, the briefcase. Alright, hold on a second here. Alright, I'm putting a bomb over here. I love how he laughs. Oh, no, you don't. I'm gonna stab you to death. Okay, we got the briefcase. We got everything. Let's go. Oh, come on. What am I missing? Oh, you know what? This game can go to hell. Guys, I know. Listen, we're an hour and 3 in here. What do you want from me? What can I get you, sweetheart? Hold on. How about a nice cold Schaefer? To this day, I don't know how she does it. Guys, do you realize that you just tuned in to the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time.